Milltown's best video.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Super Dave, and of course you're watching Milltown's Best. Well, guys, it happened. I've came to a fork in the road in my YouTube journey. So let's start from the top. I wake up a little after midnight last night and can't get back to sleep, so I decide, hey, why not just fire up the old YouTube? And just so happens Xylie is streaming. So I said, hey man, this could be good. Let's just see what Xylie's talking about. So I hop in the chat and I say, good evening or something along those lines. And then I am greeted by name in the chat. Xylie says, Milltown's Best, I got a question for you. Click this link. So of course I click the link, and I hop in this Discord call. First Discord call, by the way. So that was a shocker. When I say fork in the road, I mean I can either go one way or the other. I can either stay pedal to the metal like I've been doing and keep with my take and just stay on solid foundation, which I've been on, or I can go down the devil's road and I can fall victim to so many people and this Discordian route. Everybody says I took an L last night on these streams. I'm not a debater. I'm an old school drug addict, man, who's just found recovery. This is fun and therapeutic to me, these videos. So I'm not I'm not out here trying to prove like I got the biggest brains or anything. I'm just sharing my ideas and my thoughts. And if you want to get down with that, click the subscribe button. If you don't. I feel like everybody out here is trying to act like such a big brain, and it's not really all that big of a deal. It's just conversation, really. It's really all it is. I'm gonna play a couple clips that really upset me about this stream, and I noticed everything didn't go bad until I hung up the call. The call seemed to be going very well at first. And before we say anything, I'd like to just thank Xylie Gets Real for even having me on and find me worthy of some content time. I know she had some time to fill, so I appreciate her filling that with me. So that's how a professional thanks a host, by the way, guys. It seems like a lot of people forget that, and they think I should be so mad like Xylie hung me out to dry. She really didn't. I'm happy with how the call went. You know what I'm saying? That just shows differing opinions, and it shows how far this commentary community has to go before we can all get on solid foundation. There's just so much going on right now, and it just was all proven in that phone call. And I have never felt more like I was at high school lunch table than I ever did with that. That really made me feel like I was back in high school and I was getting bullied. And you could say, oh, I'm playing the victim. It's not me playing the victim, because like I said, I think the call was good. It was good for my YouTube career. I just think the way it was kind of like I got sandbagged a little bit, which can be viewed as unprofessional behavior, but I don't look at it as that. I chose to go on that Discord call, and I stand behind every single thing I said on that stream. Alright guys, so we're gonna pick this up right at the end of the interview, because that's where I really found the most interesting tidbits from this whole ordeal.
It was the gayest conversation I was ever a part of. And I mean that with all sincerity, because not one thing he said made sense.
Alright, I'll just say it like this, Leon. I'm sorry if I misspoke on a couple of things. I do kind of speak carny at times and stuff does go over your head, but basically what I was trying to say is that all of us are characters. We all are our own brand, and we all represent that differently on these streams. I'm sorry if that was too confusing to you and went over your head a little bit, but that's basically all I was speaking to, is that we all are our own brands and we have to be responsible for that. That's all I was saying, man.
It makes sense to him.
And it's cool, it makes sense to him, but when he voiced,
but it makes sense to a lot of other people too. Obviously my channel is growing very fast and I am getting subscribers, so obviously it makes sense to a lot of other people. I'm saying something here.
This is that out loud to other people. Nobody in here was like, yeah, I completely understand.
But the chat wasn't not saying that. They weren't saying, boo, screw this guy. The only person I heard that was vocally saying anything in the chat might have been like Chris the Narc. So to say that it was the other way is not true either. If anything, people were listening. They were quiet and listening, which sounds like an attentive audience, is it not?
It's confusing. It was
confusing means lack of comprehension, by the way. So I'm sorry if you didn't comprehend anything I said. That just, I know you're not a simpleton, Leon, but what I was saying isn't much more complicated than 2 + 2. Just saying, bro.
Nonsensical. He came off like he has that part about him being selfish. I could clearly see it in his voice.
Absolutely.
Because he thinks
Confident.
his way is the perfect way, and everybody else's way, it's immoral.
No, Leon. See, I don't like you putting words in my mouth, and never once have I said anything was immoral. Taboo, maybe. Unprofessional, most definitely. Did I say immoral? Never once. Live your own life. Do whatever you want to do. All I want is to be able to voice my opinion without being made fun of.
And for the love of God, Xylie, I was dying when you and I heard him slip up, and he got caught, and we all realized it.
But I didn't slip up, though. I never slipped up once in that conversation, Leon. But go ahead.
About what part? Wait, which one? Which part?
The key when he was sucking Keemstar off, saying,
yeah.
Okay, see, that's tacky. Yeah, I said I wasn't dick riding Keem, but to say I was sucking off Keem, that's a little bit much, bro. Like, being a fan of somebody and giving somebody kudos for being a good businessman is not sucking them off. That is a simpleton take. That is a take of somebody that has not too much rolling around up there. Just saying, man.
Oh, well, you go on all these different channels. That's promoting you.
Chris, if you want me to watch that, please don't put it in the chat. Why are you putting it in the chat? Why don't you put it in my DMs, sir?
Or better yet, get your ass in here and
or
stop
get your ass
DMing
in
me.
here and show it yourself. The fuck?
I nearly
do
lost
I look
my
like
shit.
your personal secretary? I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
I
this
nearly
is Xylie's
lost my
stream.
shit.
Oh, Leon, I heard it. You're the best.
When this dude was like, yeah, this is bad, but this is acceptable. Like, what?
No, tell me what I said that was bad, but this is acceptable. And if you're going to talk about that assistant sailor stuff, we're past that. We're over that.
I fucking got the internet this year. I'm telling you, there is no fucking way.
No, again, we talked about this. For him to say you got the internet, I'm sorry, I'm just showing up now, bro. Better late than never is what my mom always used to say. And I'm sorry that you guys are not used to having somebody with an adverse opinion to your own. You guys are obviously not used to getting pushback, and it really shows. And you guys are really used to people sucking the farts out of your ass, it appears. Not even gonna go there.
And if he's being 100% sincere about it all, if he blows up, he's going to get criticized to hell.
Wait a minute, Chris.
But like serious advice for him, like actually look into things and watch the whole video. Like what?
See, like, I really appreciated dude's constructive criticism. Dude actually came at this from a conversation point of view. Like, he really wanted to have a conversation with me. It wasn't a sandbag gotcha moment. It was like, hey man, let me give you some constructive criticism. Let me tell you this. Let me give you some tips. That was a really enjoyable conversation to have, as opposed to everybody, sneaky backstabbing kind of, let's see who can get this joke over. Let's see who can do this. That came off real petty, and it came off almost like I want to be Howard Stern-esque without knowing how to really pull the trigger on the bit. Just being honest with you guys. If you were going to set me up, you could have done it a lot better.
Like it doesn't take that much effort to finish that. Like, even if you put it on 2 times speed, like, I'd give you more
fair and constructive criticism.
You said it in the
Especially
video,
have
but it
that
was
much
a footnote.
Yeah.
I only gave it like a minute and 40 seconds. Like, what? Your entire...
The fact that I got the 1 minute and 40 second thing over is a value to the bit itself. The fact that I only gave it, I'm thinking about actually doing a segment where I only give something 1 minute and 40 seconds at this point, because you guys popped on that. So obviously the head is not full of sawdust. I'm actually working on stuff here. There is angles with these videos. Believe it or not, you can think what you want, but there's actually goals here, and I hope you guys stick around, and check them out.
Your point is invalid.
If you listen to the whole thing, I can understand. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever.
I just can't believe he only watched 1 minute and 49 seconds. I was like, what?
Yeah,
He thought he could come in here and explain that, and that was going to make sense.
No. First of all, I didn't come in anywhere. I came to a stream to watch for entertainment, to try to get back to sleep. I enjoy Xylie's late night streams as a viewer. So I entered the chat and just said good evening or whatever, and I got pulled into this. Don't act like I was out here begging for attention from Xylie. You know, I wasn't. I was asked to be on her show, which means a lot to me, which makes me want to say thank you again. So, again, guys, thank you. I had a great time. There's one more thing on this after show. It was just so funny how this all piled up after I was on the show.
Everybody, no.
I just want to let everybody know I was right.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop this here. This guy was not right about anything. This guy acts like he has some secret info, and let's hear what it is.
About
That
Exactly what I said last night on Now Recording.
what did you say last night? I
Yeah,
don't
nobody knows,
remember.
bro.
I wasn't there, so.
This is the same dude that fucking literally did a video begging Nick Diorio not to punch down on him.
No, sir, I've never once uttered Nicholas Diorio out of my lips before that video. That was the first time I've ever openly spoke about Nicholas Diorio that wasn't in a stream. I think I chatted, I think I caught him once. I think I caught him on an Augie stream once, and I posted in the chat, who is this Nick kid? But that's the only other time I've ever mentioned him. So, false information, bro. Try again, I guess.
Oh,
Wait, what?
but Nick hasn't
What?
put down on him, has he?
No, Nick has. Why would Nick care about somebody like me? Seriously, guys. Like, I have no beef with Nick. I put that video out as an afterthought. We spoke on this, but all right, guys, run away with your narratives.
No, but this guy is still fucking sucking up.
I'm not sucking up to anybody, bro. Like, I'm doing me, and I'm sorry if that affects you. I'm sorry I was able to work you into a shoot, bro. I'm sorry that me just being me got you all worked up, that I got you to say I was on some pussy shit and making up narratives that I'm making videos that I never made. Every video I've ever made is on that channel, bro. Like I said, I've been on YouTube since like 2006, 2007. So all my videos are there. Not once has Nicholas Diorio's name been brought up. But all right, man, whatever you say.
Well, he's just I think he okay. You know what I honestly think is happening? I think he's trying to figure out the commentary community, and I think he's
And again, Xylie with the most base take again. You can tell she's a Xylie veteran at this point because she has takes like this. She's got it scouted from the beginning. I'm new to this. I'm green. I'm a greenhorn. Green around the ears, green around the gills. And I will, God forbid, when I get tuned in, bro, I'm going to be a beast when I get zoned in, guys. Seriously.
just not there yet, but he's getting there.
Thank you, Xylie. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I appreciate, especially coming from you. I see you grinding, and that means a lot to me, guys. But that other guy, I mean, why just make shit up? Is that fun to you, bro?
Because he seems like a nice
I don't
enough
think
guy.
he
He
gets
just
it
does.
all.
I think he is a nice enough guy. I just think that he doesn't have figured out how it works.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's fair. It's a lot different than what I'm used to. When I'm used to pro wrestling, where people are their character. Their character is what makes them money. They cannot look weak. They cannot look to be soft. They cannot look any certain way other than they need to look to make money. That goes back to merchandising. It's all in one. So I'm sorry if I'm taking the pro wrestling psychology and putting it on the commentary community, but that's essentially what this community is. Everybody's a gimmick. Everybody's a character. Everybody's shilling something. So if that went over Leon's head, him being a wrestling fan, I don't know how that's even possible.
I know a great guide for him to go with. There's this guy named Slug. A great
Yeah.
example.
Milltown
Yeah.
Best, if you're listening, do not go. Slug.
No,
Go to-
I'm sorry, but this guy, literally, this entire fucking time, it's just been everything he's fucking said. It's just been pussy shit.
Man, pussy shit to you, bro. You're one of them badass guys, aren't you? I bet you go hunting, don't you? Bet you chop the firewood for your little old lady, don't you? I bet you're one of them good old boys, you know? Can't be doing that pushy shit. I'm sorry, bro. I've lived some life. I've seen some things. I've had loved ones die. I've been down this road. I've seen the darkness. I don't want that shit around me anymore, bro. I'm trying to be better. And if you can't hop on that train, bro, maybe my content's not for you, bro. But to say it's not for everybody is just not right. You can't say that because you don't enjoy my content, it's not valid. Even when I put out my criticisms about others, I said it's my opinion. Sorry I worked you guys into a shoot. I'm sorry you guys got affected by my speech. Just sign of a good entertainer, is it not?
All right, Milltown, maybe not go to Slug. How about this guy named Ghosty? And make sure you give him your first
Oh
and
my
last
god. Yeah.
No, everything this guy
Wait.
has said in the entire time has been pussy shit.
Riveting, bro. Again, riveting pussy shit. I'm sorry, bro, that my content isn't for you, bro. But I'm sure your stuff is just way too manly and alpha for me, bro. Just keeping it 100, bro.
Seen this channel before.
Wait,
Like
are you
this
looking at it?
But that was basically it, guys. It was quite the adventure. You know, it's like one of those things that's been there, done that. You know, it just goes to show that everybody does have a voice. But it's not going to affect my content. My content is very well received. I had a good time on Xylie's stream. Met some interesting people. I will continue to watch Xylie Gets Real because I enjoy her content. Like I said, it was a very interesting experience. I felt like I was walking into the lion's den. I really did. Had I known that, I could have been a little more prepared. But I hopped in and I thought it was going to be, maybe just a light pat on the back and why did you throw some shade at Nicholas Diorio? But we ended up going for almost 2 hours. I called back in because I got so heated. But I learned my lesson, guys. And with all that being said, guys, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. My content's not going to change unless if it's for the better. And I will take a couple of those suggestions that were offered up because some of it was constructive. A lot of it was completely asinine and dumb. But you take that with a grain of salt, right, guys? That's all you can do. But with that, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Love you guys. Tell somebody else you love them. And stay off that pussy shit. All right, guys.